Cuetec Propel versus Predator Air Rush. In this video, we're going to put both cues to the test. This is Cuetec's first ever Propel jump cue. I've got the ruby red. It is also available in Galaxy Grey and the Ghost edition. So they have three options for the jump cue. The Air Rush, this is Predator's third jump cue that they've ever made. This is obviously the first with a carbon fibre shaft. This is all black. Recently, they've brought out two other colours. They've got a red, they've got a green, and also you can get it with a sport wrap. So this is the full jump cue, all the bits and bats screwed together. As you can see, there is quite a bit of a height difference. The Predator Air Rush is 51.5 inches, Cuetec Propel 47.5 inches. How does that break down? Well, it's the Synergy Propel shaft, 29 inches, the main handle, which is also carbon, 15 inches, and then this composite butt at the end. It's got a little bit more weight into this. We'll get into that at the end. That's 3.5 inches. Back to the Air Rush. Again, the shaft, 29 inches. The main handle on the Air Rush is 11.25 inches, and the butt end is roughly around 11 inches as well. I've come onto the Predator website. Straight away, jump effortlessly. What does this mean? Well, it says easier jumping means that you do not need to force your stroke and trade away finesse and accuracy. Thanks to the Air Rush's longer forearm, which is what we've already spoke about in the video, and handle, shot solutions that call for higher and further jump shots now require less effort to deliver as a result of the longer handle. So basically, this is the shot Predator are talking about. This is why they've made this jump cue longer, 51.5 inches. This exact shot where you've got distance, so the cue feels more like a regular pool cue. It's not like a shorter jump cue like back in the day. Let's just have a quick go. Feels nice in the hand, to be fair. You can see it just did pop over very easy, so that extra length does feel very good. Now on the Cuetec website, effortless aerial prowess, very nice words indeed, designed and developed to provide the most effortless and dynamic jumping experience. Each and every component of the Propel jump cue was engineered for out of this world performance. This is a real nice selling point, featuring an all composite construction and weighing in at just 11 ounces. That is the Propel, it's 11 ounces. That is very light. Now I'm going to keep the little butt end of the cue on. So this is the full cue, 47.5 inches. Same shot I've just played with the Air Rush. It still feels long enough. I know it's 4 inches lower than Air Rush, but to me, it doesn't feel too short. If you've been playing pool a long time, you remember the older jump cues, they were very short. Now these modern jump cues, they're getting a little bit longer. So I'm just going to have a quick go with this same shot. Again, did feel very nice. I don't really know at the minute, because it's only the first couple of shots I've played, what this longer forearm is all about. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to do loads of jump shots, and we'll try and get to the bottom of this 4-inch extension. This cue is 12.1 ounces. That is the weight of this cue. However, Predator, if you unscrew this fancy butt cap, you can change the weight. You can make it a little bit heavier. I'm not sure if you can make it lighter, because I don't know if there's a weight in there at the minute, but it says 12.1 ounces. Also, the tip, it's a phenolic tip, and it is 14 millimeters. So that is quite wide, and they do say on the website, you know, accuracy is a lot better with this jump cue because of the fatter tip. The Propel is 11 ounces, and it comes as 11 ounces. You cannot change the weight of this cue. The butt of the cue doesn't have interchangeable weights, so 11 ounces is what it is. The tip, pretty much same as the Air Rush. This is 13.9. However, Cuetec have partnered up with Towem. This is a Towem 2.0 break jump tip, so that's quite a neat little thing Cuetec have done. Both Predator and Cuetec website are selling us the dream. It's time to get to the test. I'm going to set up a lot of different jump shots, the long jump shots, the long draw shots, the close ones, how quick we can get the cue ball up and over. We'll test the control, which comes down to the tip really, and also my favourite jump shot, a jump shot I used to do all the time, the dart. We're going to start with the old traditional jump shot, the jump shot where the object ball is close to the cue ball, so we've got to get height on the cue ball. So I've took the butt end of the cue off both jump cues, and as you can see, the Propel is actually now longer than the air. So let's get to it, let's put it to the test, let's get jumping. Okay, they were the little short jump shots where you need height on the cue ball. That is with the small handle off the Propel. I must say, this is an absolute farce. So easy to jump. I mean, I'm not one of the best jump shot players in the world. I never have been, but this was just so easy. I just kept popping it over. Very little effort. Cue felt nice in the hand. I love this little lacquer that the Propel's got because I've got quite smooth hands, so the grip felt nice. Just popped over very, very easy. Now time for the air rush. So I've played a few shots with the air rush. I must admit, as soon as I picked it up, I felt like I just had hold of the shaft. Now that's because it's shorter than the Propel with both butt ends off the cue, and I've just used the Propel. So I thought, this feels a bit short, but performance, it just jumped so easy, it was popping over the ball. The Propel felt better in my hand for two reasons. I prefer the lacquer on the jump cue. I feel like I've got more grip because I've got slippery hands, don't really sweat, don't get nervous. And also that extra length, that just feels better. You know, the air rush just felt a bit too short, but it did perform okay. Now it's time to hit some long jump shots. So for this test, I'm just moving the one ball higher and higher each time I play the jump shot, just to give me a feel of the distance and how much elevation I really need. That test was all about the length of the cues. I wanted just to see how far I could push the limit. I'm 6'2", so it felt like I had quite a long cue in my arm, which I loved. Felt like the Propel still had the length I needed. I didn't feel like it was too short, but what I love about the air rush is the white ferrule. The white ferrule is lovely. Just when you're aiming, you can just see this white collar. Everything just seems nice down there. Obviously the Propel, it's red, there's a bit of brown, it's the black. It all just felt a little bit dark. Now it's time to test the tips on these cues. Air rush 40mm, Propel 13.9, so there's nothing separating it. But what I want to do in this test is test the control I've got with this jump cue. So playing stop shots, playing draw shots, full table draw shots, just everything. Let's see what these tips can do. I've played loads of jump shots, every jump shot you can imagine, to test these tips. Now on the Predator website, it says it as clear as day. This is just a phenolic tip. I'm guessing Predator have made the tip, they've stuck it on. The Propel, they've teamed up with Towan. That's the tip they've got on. Now, certain jump shots, I sort of prefer both different tips and cues. It's a bit of a weird one. I think long jump shots where I need some power, get the cue ball moving, it's air rush. Closer, where I've got to get the ball moving, you know, higher and stop the cue ball, I prefer the Towan. Now, at the end of the video, I will tell you guys how much these jump cues are, but first, it's the dart jump shot, a favourite of mine. Just noticed something. I'm not sure if this was done on purpose. Doesn't say anything on the website, but the butt end of the Propel, you can take off, you can screw it into the shaft, right? So it makes it very short, but it actually feels lovely. Quite short, nice handle, it's got a bit of weight, and then I just feel like this just pops easy. I mean, look at that, that's incredible. I don't know if they're meant to do that, but I love it. Dart jump shot is not for everybody. I think in the modern era there's a few more players that have started to use it. Some interesting things I found there. First of all, Predator Air Rush, these two bottom handles are exactly the same size. However, when you put the middle one in, like so, and then you put the Cuetec middle one in, I just feel like the Air Rush is weighted better. So what I mean by that is I'm holding near the joint when I'm playing the jump shot, there you can see. when I've got the Propel, if I go near the joint, I feel like the back wants to drop a little bit, so I've got to go higher, which I didn't like. It felt awkward. But I don't know if this was a thing they, have designed. I've never seen anybody use it, by the way. But you put the little handle in the end, fits lovely, and I tell you what, the fact that it's a little bit thicker and the weight of the butt end, I'm not joking, that pops the cue ball insane. Really impressed with that. Maybe I've just found something out that Cuetec didn't know. Right, before we get to the price, as you can see, I'm sporting the Pool Life merch. If you want any of the merch, there's a few items available. Put the link in the description so you can have a nosy. Now, I've come on to Seyberts.com, the #1 website for billiard equipment. We're going to get to the price. Cuetec Propel, 3 options for the cue. I've got the red one. It's $459. And the Predator Air Rush on Seyberts.com is $599. I have tested these jump cues to the max. Now, I've picked up on a few things. The shaft of both jump cues, I prefer the Air Rush just because of the white collar, the sighting. I absolutely love it. I also think the fact that they've kept the carbon feel is a lot better. And why? Because on the Propel, I've noticed that the shaft has got a few nicks and dints in it. And I think that's because they've put some sort of lacquer on it. So I think the Air Rush is winning in that department. However, the butt end, every 10 minutes, I'm wiping this butt end down. It's got bits on it, very sticky. However, for an extra $60, Predator have made this cue available with the sport wrap. One thing I love about the Propel, don't even know they've done this on purpose. I've never seen it. I've never seen anyone use it like this. You put the little bit on the end, and for a dart jump shot player like me, that is just perfect. The weight, everything, that ball flies over, so that's very good. Also, on the bottom of this, the way this joins together, you just put that in, and they've got this like little ridge, and this has got this little chamfer, and it just screws in nice and tight. What I've noticed about the Rush is the shaft and the middle part. The shaft has got this black collar on. The middle part doesn't. Why have they not put a collar on the middle part? That just finishes it off a lot better. I've tested both cues to the max. There are things I love about the Propel. There are things I love about the Rush. There is also flaws with both cues. I was hoping to pick a cue and tell you guys which one I prefer. I think what we need to do is wait until Cuetec and Predator release their next version of jump cues, and let's hope they mix them both together and we have the one. Guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell. We'll see you next time.